Hi, I'm Kate, also known as the Daily Tarot Girl, and welcome to my tarot card meaning deep dive into the Ace of Swords. So before we get into this card, I have made a minor arcana tarot cheat sheet for you. If you want to grab your free copy, I'm going to put the link below. And I designed this cheat sheet to make interpreting the minor arcana as simple and quick as possible. So I hope you have fun with it. Okay, so let's dive into the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about seizing the day, going for it, just doing something, taking action. So I want you to sit back, relax, and absorb in the wisdom of this card. I'm going to tell you what this card means when it shows up in a reading for you, what it means when it shows up reversed. I'm going to break down all the symbols, and I'm also going to give you some journaling questions. So the suit of, the Ace of Swords, the suit of swords corresponds with the element of air. And this is all about thought, intellect, belief, the power of the mind, the power of focus, and also communication. So when we're looking into the minor arcana in the suit of swords, I want you to keep that in mind, that the suit of swords is all about the power of the mind, the power of our beliefs, and its ability to focus and communicate. And because this is an ace, this is the first card in the suit of swords, the aces are all about new beginnings, fresh starts, and the Ace of Swords is about having a new idea. So getting a fresh idea, a new idea, taking that first step. The Ace of Swords is also about having mental clarity and focus, being able to hone in on one thing and focus on it. And I should have mentioned at the beginning of this video, I forgot, the image you see on your screen is from the Rider Waite Tarot. Specifically, it's actually from my Giant Rider Waite Tarot. So Ace of Swords also about taking the initiative, seizing the day. And the message of the Ace of Swords is like, do it now, don't wait, go for it, do it right now. There's almost a kind of a feeling of like, not just clarity, but also urgency with the Ace of Swords. So let's look at some of the symbols on this card. So we have the hand holding the sword, we have the crown that the sword is piercing, we have all the greenery that's kind of hanging off the crown, and we also have like the background, the landscape, which is these kind of pointy, craggy mountains in the background. I don't know if you hear my cat Henry. He's singing me a song in the background. He's not normally super vocal, but today he's a little bit noisy. Okay, so the hand holding the sword. Now this is interesting because the hand is really gripping the sword, and it's gripping it in kind of a determined way. And I mentioned this in my other video on the Ace of Pentacles, but if you look at all of the aces, notice what the hands are doing. So here we have this determined grip on the sword. So there is this kind of spirit of determination with the Ace of Swords. And the crown itself is a symbol of, think about what a crown does. It sits on your head. So it's this symbol of the mind. So this really shows that the Ace of Swords is really a card of the intellect and of the mind. And the greenery that's kind of hanging off the crown, according to this book, I wasn't sure what the greenery meant, so I looked it up in this book. This is The Tarot, History, Symbolism, and Divination by Robert M. Place. And according to this book, the greenery represents prosperity and achievement. So I like to think of that as like the prosperity and achievement that's available once you're able to really focus your mind on something and take the initiative. Okay, and then the background, we have the pointy, craggy mountainscape. And this is just my thought. I looked this up in different books, and different books said different things about the background, but my take on it is that the mountains, the craggy mountains kind of represent challenges, deterrents, and naysayers. So the Ace of Swords ultimately is like getting a new idea. This brilliant idea just pops into your head. And then in order to like focus on that idea and take the initiative and take action, you're going to come up against a bit of pushback possibly. There might be people that are naysayers, there might be certain challenges, certain red tape, certain obstacles that you might have to encounter later on down the road. So some advice and messages that this card has for you if it appears in a reading. Number one is take the initiative. It's time for you to step up and take action. Don't wait to be rescued. You have to be the one to step up and take the initiative. So there is this sense of urgency with the Ace of Swords. It's like, don't wait around for someone else to fix your problem for you. Don't wait for someone else to come rescue you. That weird noise in the background is just my cat running back and forth. Being really silly. Don't wait around for circumstances to change. Like, it's up to you to pick up the sword, step up to the plate, and take action right now. The other piece of advice with the Ace of Swords that I absolutely love is that your point of power is always in the now. The Ace of Swords is saying, seize the day, now is the time. Your point of power is always in the now. It's not tomorrow, it wasn't yesterday, it's right now. Okay, also I feel like when this card pops up in a reading, it's saying, go for it. Just do it. Don't delay, don't dilly-dally, now is the time. Another bit of advice that I love is jot down any ideas that pop into your head. So when I'm reading for someone and the Ace of Swords comes up, I almost always say, pay attention to the new ideas that you get, because I think so often we will get new ideas for things and we don't write it down and then we just kind of forget and we kind of dismiss it. So Ace of Swords is saying, pay attention to those new ideas that pop into your head and make sure you have some way of recording them so that you don't forget about them. Let's talk about the internal and the external meaning of the Ace of Swords. So internally, the Ace of Swords tells you to focus your attention on something. Externally, the Ace of Swords is about taking action and going for something. So stepping up to the plate, taking the initiative. So internally, it's about focusing the mind. Externally, it's about taking action, taking initiative. If the Ace of Swords shows up reversed in your reading, it can indicate a difficulty generating new ideas. It can also indicate like you getting new ideas, but then talking yourself out of them. It can also symbolize having trouble focusing your mind or trouble taking the initiative on something. So just kind of preferring to sit back and wait for someone else to come in and fix the problem, or waiting for circumstances to change and not being proactive. So I'm going to give you a few journaling questions. So I love journaling about the cards. That's how I really started to learn the cards. And I find that it's easy to really relate to the cards and apply them to day-to-day life when we journal with them. So I'm going to give you some fun journaling questions. Feel free to just choose one of these questions, or you can do all of them if you have lots of time. So the first question is, what new idea have you recently had? What are you ready to take the initiative on? And I'm going to put all of these questions in the comments below this video. I'll also put it in the little description box, and I'm also going to put it on my blog as well, which I'll link to my blog below this video. So lots of different places to see all these journaling questions written out. What small step can you take in the direction that you want to go? How can you focus your mind on your goal or task at hand? And then this last question, which if you feel like sharing, feel free. If you want to share, just in the comments below. How does this card show up in your life right now? How does the Ace of Swords, how is this showing up in your life right now? So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about this card and the most memorable time that this card appeared to me in a reading. So I was just learning the tarot. I'd been into tarot for a few months, so not very long. I was new to tarot, and I was also between jobs. So I'd quit my old job and I had retrained as a personal trainer, and I'd just gotten my ticket or whatever, my certificate, and I was flipping through the newspaper and there was this ad for a job. It was a job posting for a fitness instructor, and it just sounded like the perfect job. And I'm like, this is too good to be true. I love this. And I asked my tarot cards, should I apply to this job? Like, what do you think about me applying to for this job? And I drew one card, and it was the Ace of Swords. And even though I knew nothing about tarot, I knew that this card was telling me, like, yes, go for it, just do it. Do it now, don't wait till tomorrow, like just get your resume together, send it off, do it right now. So that's what I did. And the very next day I got a phone call. And then the day after that, I had an interview. And the day after that, I was hired. So I got the job. And I always, whenever I see the Ace of Swords in a reading, I always think of that time, because I felt like the Ace of Swords was really speaking to me in this really loud, clear way. It was like, yes, this is the job for you. Go for it. Take action. Don't rest on your laurels. Just go for it. So that is my deep dive into the Ace of Swords. I'd love to know what you thought. If you want to let me know in the comments below, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It really, really helps my channel. So thank you so much for watching.